Good morning, boys and girls. Well, I say it's a good morning. King of the Ring didn't go well, but that's what I get for watching SummerSlam and missing my alarm from my first quarter. Yeah, obviously I'll show you that in a second. I just want to start off with talking about SummerSlam. What did I bother staying awake for? NXT TakeOver just blew it out of the water. But then again, it did the same with WrestleMania last year. So I just want to give a little rundown. If you haven't seen it yet, go and watch it before you watch my video. I'm just going to do a quick rundown of the matches. I missed the pre-show because I forgot it started early. But it started off real strong with the Jerry KO and Enzo and Cass match. I was disappointed that Enzo and Cass didn't win, just for the pure fact that I'm a massive Enzo mark. Enzo on mic he's just unbelievable. His opening segment was just quality. Just a shame about the way it finished, but you knew it was coming. The fact that Charlotte defeated Sasha was, I don't know if I could call it a shock. I read that they only give Sasha the title on the basis that they wanted to do something big for the first Raw after the brand split. So I'm not honestly shocked, and if the rumours are true about her being stripped from all live events and potentially violating the wellness policy, as everybody seems to be doing, there's a part of me to think it's a work, but who knows. I think Sasha, she's good. I would never say she's bad, but I think she's got more hype than what she should have. Charlotte, we all know I hate Charlotte with a passion, but she's got what it takes. She is a brilliant heel. Excuse me. She's an awesome heel. She's got the mic work. She's got the in-ring work. Her dad has done her fucking proud. But yeah, I can see Charlotte dominating the whole women's division for a while. Well, I say the women's division, the Raw women's side of things. And then we moved on to Miz and Maurice. Miz with Maurice and Apollo Crews. Now, Crews for me, it's a bit early for him. I don't understand why they give him the title match. Crews hasn't got what it takes to pull off a big match like that. I found it pretty dull. I didn't honestly watch much of it. But yeah, obviously Miz come out with a victory in that, but I think we all pretty much predicted that. Now, we move on to match of the night. Mr. Styles versus Mr. Cena. The phenomenal one versus the face that runs the place. Now, this match was... how can I describe it? It was one of the best matches I've seen in a long time for a heavyweight match. Now, when I watched CWC a few weeks ago, when Ibushi won his match, now that match blew my mind. This match was on par with that, but it's such a different match because of the weight classes. Now, AJ and Cena, they literally tore the roof off the place. I wanted Cena to win, obviously being a Cena mark, but AJ's AJ. And I honestly think that's going to give him a bigger push than what he's had so far. And I think it's going to just give him that little bit of an edge to maybe put him in a title scene, which I would love to see. And then, obviously, we moved on to the tag match of the evening. Well, the main tag match. You had New Day versus Gallows and Anderson. Obviously, Big E not being around, they come out with Jon Stewart, and I can't stand the bloke. He is a dick. I really thought he was going to pull a screw job like he did last year with Seth over Cena, but it didn't happen. It obviously ended up finishing with Big E running out. God damn, that man can move. Considering he's a big dude, he's got some speed on him. But yeah, it turned out pretty well with the result. New Day only won by DQ, hence Big E, but I don't think anybody minds. And as far as I'm aware, now that's 365 days they've had those titles, so a solid year. Good on them, man. I think they're probably one of the best tag teams going at the moment. I mean, I know it's a three-way tag, but the hype behind them, they live up to it, and it's just awesome all round. And then we moved on to the championship match, Ambrose versus Ziggler. Now, I wanted Ziggles to win, just for the pure fact that I think, like he's stated many times, he is underrated. When he won that Money in the Bank years and years ago, I can't remember what year it was, and when he cashed that in, the pop he got was unbelievable, even though he was a heel at the time, because I'm pretty sure he had AJ and Big E behind him. But Ziggles, I think, needs that push. I'm disappointed that Ambrose won it. It was a pretty match, but nah, just give Ziggles a chance. That's all I want. Then we moved on to the Diva match. Obviously, you had Becky, Naomi, and Carmella versus Alexa and Natalya, and what was supposed to be Eva Marie, but we all know, I'm guessing Eva Marie jumped on the little white train, or whatever she did, and yeah, obviously they played her intro, and then it just said she was enjoying some time away because she was exhausted. Bullshit. And then obviously we all heard the music we knew was going to come. We heard Titty Bella's music. I'm happy to see Nikki back. I'm not a massive fan of Nikki. I preferred Brie, but to look at Nikki, it's worth watching. But yeah, overall good match. The end was obvious. Obviously, Nikki was going to end up pinning someone. Overall, yeah, I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed that women's match. And what are they doing with Naomi? That new gimmick, I'm not massive on the entrance, but during the match, she laid down some kicks. They were awesome. And the day Becky says, stop saying straight fire, it would not be a day too soon. It just doesn't do it for me. And then we moved on to the most disgusting title I have ever seen in my life. What is that title? The women's title is better looking than that. I mean, it's made of leather and you can see the cracks in the leather, obviously. There's one picture floating around of it being completely clean, which the title doesn't look too bad, but once you see the title properly, it's just yuck. I mean, I can think of so many things that are better looking than it that are really graphic, but obviously I'm not going to repeat here. But yeah, there was a good match. The crowd, I don't think, were all that happy with it, just for the pure fact that got put on the card higher than what it should have. Obviously, Finn come out with a massive, massive victory, and I'm so happy for him. I was pumped at the end of that match, seeing Finn getting that victory. I'm glad Seth didn't win it, just for the pure fact that WWE is so far up Seth's ass because he is that good. I'm glad he didn't win it, just for the pure fact it gives someone else a chance, and I think Finn has the potential to be one hell of a star, and I'm glad they're going the right way about pushing with it. And obviously then we moved on to a match that nobody made sense of. Why was this put before the main event? Roman Reigns versus Rusev for the US title. Now, obviously, us that watched it, we know the match didn't happen. Rusev jumped Reigns before the match actually started, and then Reigns proceeded to beat the living shit out of him. Reigns got pulled to the back. It got announced that the match wasn't going to happen. You could see Rusev smiling like it was all one big massive plan. And then Roman come out and obviously did one huge spear with Rusev, for some reason elevating himself in the air so the spear is more dominant. But yeah, I think Roman could be put over with the US title. I mean, when he first started coming out on a couple of Raws ago, he was getting cheers. I mean, he got booed to fuck last night. But that's the way it works with Roman. Same as Cena. The fans hate him. But I think there is an underlying where Reigns will get the fans on the side. Now he's been taken away from the main title scene because nobody wanted him there. Yeah. Reigns, US title, I think, could work. And then we moved on to the main event of the evening. We got Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman. Oh yeah, by the way, that was my poll. It took 1,311 games. I'm not disappointed with it. We all know how I feel about my supports, but it's a 2-stat manager which is going to benefit me in King of the Ring, so I'm not going to be angry about that. So yeah, sorry. Moving on to the main event, Lesnar versus Orton. Orton lost via TKO, just for the pure fact that, from what I can see, it didn't look scripted. Lesnar took his pad, as soon as he took them, hang on, let me go back on myself. It started off boring, as always. Lesnar suplex after suplex after suplex. Now for me, this whole suplex thing is bullshit, it's boring. Wow, Lesnar could throw a man around the ring. So can the little blokes. I mean, there was a suplex from, I can't remember who it was, someone did a suplex earlier in the night that looked better than one of Brock's. Brock's suplexes just looked lazy and just frumpy. Lesnar, to me, the whole special appearance thing is dead. Lesnar is done, and as you've seen during the match, he put Orton through a table, Orton RKO'd him on a table, and then it got to a point of Lesnar took his gloves off and he just piled the shit into Orton with his elbows. and I honestly don't think it was scripted, because we all know how much of a dick Brock is. And if it was scripted, I'm very surprised considering how much WWE are against blood. He opened them up. I read this morning that he needed 10 staples. Literally the blood was pouring out, and then obviously Shane come out to check on Orton, and Lesnar give him an F5. I don't see why. I honestly just think it's the final nod for Lesnar to just go way back to UFC when nobody gives a toss, and just, yeah, the whole wrestling side of him I'm done with. So yeah, right, now I've got SummerSlam out of the way, let's get this fail of a King of the Ring out of the way. So yeah, that's literally the first time I've ever done a review, so let me know what you think in the comments below. Tell me if it sucked, I should never do it again, or if you enjoyed it and you would like to hear more of them. Obviously Money in the Bank was still smashing up the titles. We finished the stream. I'm really not with it this morning. It's because I've talked about everything else first. We finished RD on stream Saturday night. I did save up a load of pics during the day on Saturday, but literally they hardly come to nothing. I didn't get a pull during stream. Literally, it must have been half an hour to an hour after when I went to bed. This pull came along, and it was just... It's typical, because I wanted it on stream for you guys. It didn't happen. But yeah, it was obviously piss easy again, as it always is. That Finn card's going to be so strong. Obviously, this got launched during SummerSlam. I think there was one member of our team. I don't know if he's going to be playing or not, but if he does get dropped out of the team, I've got a replacement in mind. It's someone we agreed to get to join the team before somebody else did, and I know he can tap, so I'm pretty sure we're going to get it done no matter what. Now, the wife's buzzing because she's going to get her first SummerSlam card, obviously, which is better than any Survivor Pro, which she hasn't got any of. So she is the lowest member of our team, but if she doesn't do the tapping, I would do a little bit of tapping on her account, so it is covered, so we've got no issues there. I just hope... it's not going to be a pro. It's not going to be Rusev, and it's not going to be Gallows. I honestly... I don't know. I'm hoping it's not Seth, just because JB are getting another pro. But yeah, I honestly couldn't predict who in the hell it is. So the real reason we're here is this. I got quarter bumped. Now, I set my alarm for 7 o'clock. My matches should have started about 7:15, 17 minutes past 7. Now, going to sleep at 4:30 after SummerSlam and waking up a couple hours later for King of the Ring, yeah, I failed. I woke up at 12 minutes past and I thought, oh, I've got a couple minutes for my match to start, but by the time I got to my phone, it had already started. So yeah, obviously the first game I was smashed upon. Second game I thought, oh, maybe I could pull this back, but no, it just didn't go my way at all. But I don't mind. Now I can just get in with another one, and what's it, 11 o'clock now, so with the way this is, it's going to be maybe half an hour starting time. So what's that, 11? So we're looking about maybe a 8:30 start with brackets, which is better. Wednesday I'm going to the beach. Shit, I just thought about that. Well, let's just hope I've got enough signal to cover it. We'll have to see where we go from there. So yeah, it was literally AAA. I had issues, 4As even. I had issues with him going forwards. Now everybody that I thought was going to make it, Ian Humpy, Wooty, well, just those two mainly, I really thought they were going to push through and it was going to be one of those two in the final, but it didn't happen. So good on everyone that made it through. I know you're probably not watching this, so let's just claim our one single WrestleMania card, which is going to make no difference to us. And do you know what, we might even be able to get another silver star out of it. Did I train that away the other day? Obviously I've already had the pro, I've had the single for a while, but I think I may have trained it away just for the pure fact for leveling something. I did train it away. So yeah, it's literally just going to be another one that's trained and thrown away. I'm going to edit up my lineup now because I need to make some changes. I need to get Dolph into my King of the Ring lineup just because the way I've leveled him, he is such a dominant tag partner with Joe. I've used my SummerSlam stream layout just because I haven't got round to making a YouTube layout yet. Yeah, I just thought I'd chuck that in. So yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you now and get shit done. Let me know what you thought of my review and everything else in the comments below. As always, guys, like, subscribe, and post.